All right, y'all, so I got the Ozark Trail Explorer G1 with the drop bars. What? I put the stem on here. Pump track is in good condition. Not bad. Yeah, so this is not the right bike for this, but you can still have fun on it if you know what you're doing. So we'll follow the bike path so you guys can see which way you're supposed to go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It says no trail access, work in progress, which means it's probably closed off. Let's go for it anyway. They built this part right here. This extends out, and it looks like they're gonna connect it. Don't go. He's gonna go. You gonna go? I'm gonna go. I know he should have went, but it's all right. Yeah. Whew. Let's go. Let's go. Slowing down. And the cologne is put on a little too heavy. I can smell it from all the way back here. Too much cologne, son. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? Al Kane out here on the bike again. About to do a nice ride today. Today's gonna be a nice, interesting ride. I got the Ozark Trail drop bar. That's right, these bikes are so cheap that you can buy both versions, the drop bar and the flat bar. So I made a change on this bike to make it a more comfortable ride for me. I actually put a snub nose dirt jumper mountain bike stem on here, which brings the handlebars back, and it gives me a way better positioning on the bike for a more comfortable ride. And even when I go down in the drop position, I'm in a way more comfortable position. I'm able to grab the brakes and stuff. It doesn't seem like it's such a long reach. So I'm really happy about that. Very happy about that. And this time, I'm gonna remember to put my Strava on, because I'm always forgetting to do that. I'm gonna do it right now. And we're here at Cunningham Park in Queens, Fresh Meadows. And I'm gonna do a nice ride to the city, to Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm able to do two things at once. I got my hands on my rear brake right now. Something I really couldn't do last time when I was riding this bike, not comfortably. Of course, you know I'm a flat bar guy, BMX guy, but we're gonna have fun today on this bad boy. It's way, way better the way it is right now. All right, let me put Strava on. Hold on, let me get the Strava on. I definitely want to clock my miles. And if you haven't been watching the videos, or if you're just catching up, or just coming into this one here, I'm coming off of a leg injury, which I'm still dealing with. I fell at a pump track in North Carolina, messed around, and I messed around and it was on my 20-inch. And when I was trying to, okay, Strava's acting funny styles. Okay, here we go, Strava, boom, boom. So anyways, I was coming off the top of a berm on the pump track, and I had my 20-inch with me, and I put my foot down when I was turning. I was pedaling when I was turning, which I gotta pay attention to that, because my bike is, my 20 inches lower to the ground. So I've been riding all the big bikes, 26, 27, 700C, and what happened was my pedal hit the ground when I was turning, and I fell off the bike. It fell down the berm, and when I fell, it didn't seem like it was crazy. It was awkward and stupid, but it didn't seem like it was that bad of a fall until I stood up and felt my leg in pain. And I didn't think much of it, but instantly knew that I would be messed up in the game, because I had to limp and I couldn't pedal. So we're talking almost 2.5 weeks since that injury. And now I'm able to now take a nice ride. I try to do a little bit of therapy on my leg by actually riding. And it took a long time for it to heal up, or to actually feel better enough for me to ride. Anyhow, I'm on the bike path right here that heads to Cunningham Trails, to the trailhead. on 210th Street, a real nice bike path, two-way bike path. And we're heading north from, 73rd Ave. And this takes you right to the trailhead at Cunningham Trails. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ride through Cunningham Trails before I start my trip all the way to the city. And my bag is not light. My book bag that I have on right now, it's not light. So that's not fun, but I need to have my stuff because I'm actually commuting to work today. So I gotta be prepared. So right here is the trailhead for the spot. We're about to go in. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Now we gotta see how this chain stays on and everything. All right. All right, y'all. So I got the Ozark Trail Explorer G1 with the drop bars. What? It's my little camera mount right here. I got a short one on here because these camera mounts, they act real funny size when you put the selfie stick on there. It just acts real stupid. But this bike still is in good condition because I haven't ridden it in the wintertime. Just left it in storage, so it's nice and pretty. And it has the better derailleur on here. It's a 2x, and I got my special seat that I use on all my bikes. I just keep switching it, putting it on each bike. But the most important thing, which made a big difference, was I put this stem on here. So I have this, it's like a snub nose stem. It's for dirt jumpers, mountain bikes and stuff like that. And the stem I had on before probably reached out to about that far, which was way too long for reaching for all of these gadgets over here. And I also put another spacer here to bring it up a little bit, so it's a little bit sitting up a little bit higher, because normally it goes up to this spacer and you put the stem on, but I put another spacer so it sits a little higher to have a little better upright positioning on the bike. Now you notice a lot of times, especially with gravel bikes, is that this upright position is a little bit more preferred. So you have a lot of bikes with more head tube, with a taller head tube. So sometimes the head tube comes up to this height, just so you don't have all these spacers to put up, and you just put the stem on top. So that's one difference. But the frame is just really dope. It's a really good bike, and we're gonna ride it around in the woods for a minute, and we're gonna get on our journey to Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Also, the tires on here are not the greatest for riding in the dirt. I'm not really a big fan of the tires. Even though they're bigger and beefier, the tires on the original bike, the ones that I have on my flat bar, they're way more knobby. Even though they're skinnier, they're a lot more knobby. And when you get to this loose dirt stuff, those tires perform better than these tires. So there's that. All right, so let me get on my way, get it popping, and get on these trails, son. All right, y'all, let's get it. So I got my helmet on, representing with my full face, trying to keep it safe. And we about to make it happen in these trails. Oh yeah. So right now we're gonna we are heading west on the main trailhead. And this derailleur, I forgot to adjust it, so it just popped into another gear. And I didn't want it to go into another gear, but that's how we live it. Whew. Went into a harder gear. Oh yeah. So let's see if I can break it back down. Need to go easy. Go easy on me, son. There we go. All right. So let's stop by the pump track real quick. See what the progress is on that. A lot of chain slap. A lot of slap and chain action. Ooh. Coming this way. I don't know what kind of work they've been doing on the pump track, but we're gonna ride it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pump track is in good condition. Not bad. Dug the berm out a little bit. Ugh. Okay. Nice. Let me come around this way. This berm isn't worked on. Need some love. And the thing is right now, oh my gosh, my camera's moved. Right now, my camera moved like crazy. Yeah, it's really tough to get a good mount that does not act stupid, especially when you start moving around like that. But yeah, so it's gonna be a really warm day today. I got shorts on, my first time wearing shorts this year, and the temperature's gonna get hot, so all this dirt's drying off. It's gonna be hard to dig and make things look nice. So there's that. But I'm gonna do one more lap. One more lap. Take this heavy bag off and go around again. Take it to the top, son. All right. So the camera's gonna bug out again. Let's get it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, hit the turn. Oh boy. Camera went down. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, so, man, it's different. But we're gonna conquer this bike. We're gonna get to the point where I can jump and everything with this bad boy at the trails. But we gotta make this ride to the city, and I don't have my pads on, so I ain't playing around. I ain't playing around with that. But let's see if I can navigate this right here. Come on. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, at least get a manual through that, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is not the right bike for this, but you can still have fun on it if you know what you're doing. Oh yeah. Hits the berms nice. A little velodrome action. Come around. Woo! Yeah. Nice. Then we'll hit the little beginner home track with the terrible berm right there. Come around. Pump through this. Woohoo! Chill. Alright, so let me stop playing around so I don't wind up being late. I got a ways to go, party people. So let's get out. Let's be out. Alright, so we're gonna head up out of here, get to the other side, and then work our way to the city. Woo! Already giving myself a workout for today. Alright. Woo! So the drop bar also has a chain slapping derailleur. It's not as bad as the one on the drop bar. Drop bar, if I was riding the drop bar, the chain would have came off by now. Most definitely. But the drop bar is a way more fun experience at a place like this than this bike. Way more fun. Woo. Alright, let's go this way here. About to head to the jet line. That's on the way out. Woohoo! Just cruising through the trail. Wow. Yeah, I'm not as confident riding through the soft dirt with these tires. These tires aren't as knobby, aren't as grippy. So I gotta make some turns with caution. Cautionary turns. Come up this way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Let's ride through the jet line. See what we looking like. Oh yeah. Everything's rideable. It's nice and packed. Oh yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. Nice. Berms are looking nice. Everything feels the same as last season. That one forces you to jump. Then you come down here and hit the pump line. I still have to clean this line up. Oh yeah. Pump line, pump line. Yeah. Let me climb back up this way. Ooh. Climb back up this way to get to the beginning again. And it looks like the e-bike guys have been riding this backwards and riding the track backwards, which messes things up. But it's holding up really good. All the work I did last year held up really, really good. So can't be mad at that. All right, let me do a time check. If I have enough time, I think I want to try and jump the table. This table right here is a really good jump to start with. If you're trying to learn how to jump, if you're getting back into it and want to see where you're at as far as your body and your balance and stuff, this is a good jump for it. We call it the LGA, the LGA LaGuardia. All right, so I have a little time to play around. The only problem that I have right now is I can't put my seat post any lower than this, so I don't have a lot of wiggle room when it comes time to maneuver myself on the bike. So there is that. But we're gonna try and play around with this real quick. Yeah. All right, party people. Let's hope that I don't crash. You know what I'm saying? Getting my pump on. And, oh gosh. Woo. Woo. That gave me whiplash. This is not the bike for this. Well, it is the bike for this if it had a flat bar. Drop bar, not so fun. But I will set this bike up so I can do more jumping on it. C-post is way too high, and it caught me real nice where it really hurts at. But yeah, I got airborne on the drop bar, so that was cool. All right, let's get to stepping now. We got to get to stepping, son. All right, so that was cool. Kind of wish I had my other bikes. I could actually do a nice lap, but that's all right. That's all right. I got somewhere to go. I got to get to work. Ooh. Got a nice hard gear. And now it went to a harder gear. It popped into a different gear now. That's all right. Use them leg muscles. Try and get my legs strong again so I can really go riding. But this is like the best day that my leg has felt. The reason why I'm slowing down is because these front wheels, I don't really trust them. If I ride too aggressive around a turn, I'm afraid I'll wash out. We don't want that, especially with no knee pads on. Helmet is cool and all, but the chances of me hurting my knee and my elbow and my shins are way higher than me hurting my head. That is a fact, Jack. But I do have my helmet on because that's how I'm gonna represent this year on my commutes. I'm gonna represent with the helmet on, son. Full face. But I think I might play around and get some different helmets. I do need a new helmet anyway for racing. This one has kind of ran its course. It's a little old, a little beat up. So I may do that. I may do that. Get a fresh helmet for the racing season, and then I might get another one for riding around. That helmet life. I really want to get a Bell open face helmet. That's what I really want. Like the old school BMX style Bell open face helmet. That's what I'm checking for. Alright, so we are on Horace Harding. Horace Harding. Service road next to the Long Island Expressway. Heading to the city. Oh yeah. Whew. Alright, so have my hand on a horn, and I'm already maxing out speed wise, so we got to go to a harder gear. That's for sure. Gear is too easy. Come on now, come on gears, there we go. I don't want the gear to be too easy, because then it'll mess me up for when it comes time to get back on my other bikes. I like to ride with a harder gear, because when it comes time to racing, my muscle memory isn't tuned in for an easy gear. It's tuned in for a little harder gear. Get some power in them cranks. Right now we're on Underhill. You guys probably see me do this ride a gazillion times, and that's what we doing right now on Underhill. Woo! Getting it in on Underhill. And this is a one of those allowed use of full lane sections, so cyclists can just ride right in the middle of the street. It is not illegal. Well, it's really never been illegal to ride in the middle of a street like this. Supposed to share the road, but the rule is to stay to the right of the road when there's oncoming traffic. But on this, since there's only a bootleg bike lane, very bootleg bike lane, they're allowing you to have full use of the what's the name of the block here. So trying to get this into, there we go. Now I'm in the harder gear. I'm using the bigger chainring on the front. Now the problem with that is, look at this guy. Problem with that is, my knees ain't the greatest, so we don't want to aggravate the old knees. So I'll break it down a little bit. Go a little bit easier, son. Something like that. There we go. That gives me a nice amount of resistance, but not OD. Alright. So I guess I'll follow the bike path, since I couldn't do it all winter. Last time I rode here, everything was covered in snow. Now it's 70 degrees out. Cray cray. Straight up summertime. Summertime vibes. So we'll follow the bike path so you guys can see which way you're supposed to go if you ever do this ride. And I still have to do the Alley Pond ride, which I could have done today. I had mad time to do this ride. So coming soon, I'll start from Alley Pond so you can see the Greenway from over there. One of the good things about having a gravel bike is you can ride in the grass and not be all close to people. Oh gosh. It's a big old rut in the ground. Alright. So we are going to continue with the venue. Now, this part of the trail is pretty bumpy. It's pretty bumpy. So you gotta be mindful of that. Bumpity bump. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got a tree that fell. Blocked the trail a little bit. But I like this little section. It's pretty cool. Couldn't do this at all when the snow was down. They don't plow this in the wintertime, which is whack sauce. Now we're back on Underhill. And it's taking us right to the main part of Casino Park. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And my leg is feeling good today. Really good. I'm so glad I'm at the tail end of this injury. It was looking pretty grim for a while, but you know, when you bruise these big muscles in your legs, thighs and stuff, when you get them real good, it takes a long time for them to heal up. And it goes up and down. Like you might have a day where it's like, oh, I'm okay. Next thing you know, later on in the day, you're like, wait a minute, I'm crippled again. I was going through that. It was looking real grim. I did ride a little bit to try and exercise my leg, but it seemed like it made it get worse. Maybe I started exercising it too soon. So there was that. Okay, there we go. Can't find the perfect middle of the road gear on this bike where it doesn't feel too easy or too hard. It's my biggest problem with both of these bikes. The flat bar, I found one that's close. Gear 5 on the flat bar. It's close to what I want, but pretty sure if I play around with the gears a little more, I could find something a little better than that. Because like I said, if it feels too easy, it messes me up for my main gear that I race with. And that's a bad thing. That'd be a bad thing there now. Alright, so we're following the Greenway. This is the Greenway. We're following with the whole way. Oh boy, now I'm on a real easy gear. Alright, that's better. That's better there now. So now we're on the Greenway. On this part of Casino Park. Nice little trail right here. There's some of these, oh, you know what else I could do? Oh, I hope they finished. I'm gonna try and take that trail in the Casino Corridor Park down here. See if I can ride straight through it. I don't know if they finished working on it yet. Maybe there'll be signage up to let people know. Or I'll just have to ride out there and see. Still have a little time to play around. Very little time. But I do have time to play around. Oh yeah. So, whoa. Yeah, it is beautiful out today. Beautiful. I need to explore those trails out there. There's kind of little walking trails, I guess, to my left that cut through that part of the park. So I definitely want to explore that. Take some time out in my trip and explore that route. Oh yeah. So this is a pedestrian and a bike lane. So got to share the road there, buddy. But the cool thing is I'm on the gravel bike, so I can keep it moving through the grass and stuff. All right, lady, don't go yet. The light didn't change yet. The other thing that's terrible is I gotta get my mechanic on and hook up my derailleur so it doesn't skip gears, pop me out of my gears. Need to work on that. Because the gear I want to be on keeps popping me out of. Woo! Wow. Amazing day. And the cool thing about when it's nice like this out is to be able to go and ride no trail, work in progress, no trail. It says no trail access, work in progress, which means it's probably closed off. Let's go for it anyway. But yeah, this is the cool part here. where you can just ride through this and get through to the other side. You get a little gravel bike action, a little dirt trail action. Let's see if it's cut off still. Ooh. Come on now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's open. It's open. There we go. Let's go. So the cool thing about, gravel bike, whether it's drop bar or the flat bar, oh boy. See, they paved this right here. Go straight through. This cuts from whatever that block is called, I forgot the name of that block, to Underhill, which should be on that side. But we're gonna go straight. Oh yeah. But anyways, cool thing about a gravel bike, whether it's a drop bar or a flat bar, is you can go all terrain, not have to worry about it. All right, and it's built to play around in the dirt and things like that. So you have less worry on damaging your bike, or if your bike's able to get through certain sections. Now, if I had the flat bar with the tires it has, it will cut through this a lot smoother. I will go faster through it because the tires are more knobby. These tires aren't as knobby, so you can definitely feel yourself going slower when you ride this bike through this section. Like the other bike, if I ride on the grass, it cuts through the grass like it's pavement. It's really cool. Oh yeah, nice. Now we're back on the path here. We had a nice little off-road fun. And I can go on the grass and ride around people and don't have to do the on your left. Just go around. Woo. So this is all part of the Greenway. All of it. There's a sign right there for the Greenway telling you to go to the right. So this is the part where it gets tricky icky, because you gotta pay attention to the signs. You're supposed to make a left here on Peck. There is a sign over there, very small sign, but there's a sign there telling you to go this way. So we are out. We are out. And you can either take the sidewalk or the street on this block, depending on the conditions. But this is the Queens, New York Botanical Garden. To my right, and you can see everything starting to grow there. It's looking real pretty inside. Woo! Can't ride your bike through here though. The sign here says share the road. So anybody driving knows to share the road. With the cyclists coming through here, it would be nice to see a bike lane put on this block. But it's already a relatively tight block. But they could do a bike lane, pedestrian lane on the sidewalk here for sure. Now where the cars have enough room to navigate, and then you're out of trouble, out of harm's way on the sidewalk. And yeah, good for everybody. Good for all parties involved. All right. Yep. Oh yeah. All right, so we're about to be in Flushing Meadow Park, party people. Yeah, let's go. Whew. So yeah, I definitely need to make this a little taller on the front. I also want a wider bars. I like wide bars. Have a little more control, a little more torque when you pick up speed. Yeah, there we go. A little lean action. A little road bike lean action. Yeah. Finally get to cut through the park again. There's no snow to stop me. Maybe I'll switch it up and go to the left and then take it through. Oh, no. You gotta see the update with the tennis court. Haven't done an update. Next ride I'll go the other way. But today we're gonna get the update. The update on the tennis court. Ooh, I could do an update on the bridge too over there. I'll do that on the next one since I'm so far off. Yeah. So they're doing some work on Arthur Ashe. They built a parking lot next to the stadium, and it looks like they're trying to connect the parking lot to the stadium. They're making like a little connector piece. I was gonna turn there, but that would have been a little sketchy. A little bit sketchy. Don't want to run nobody over. Alright. So, got a nice breeze blowing against me. It's not bothering me too much, but definitely feel it. I can feel it. My legs are doing good. Leg is feeling good. This is probably really good therapy for my leg right now. Can't wait to get back at it. Hit the races up. Whew. Whew. And do all them things. All them things. Oh gosh. Did my chain come off? No, it just popped into a super low gear. Come on, bike. Yeah, so this bike needs a little bit of TLC. Needs a little TLC. A little TLC action. See, I don't like where the brakes are. I like to have access to them up here and also down there. Especially if I'm in chill mode. Would be nice. I don't like playing games like that with the bike. Need to be efficient on all levels. All right, so here we are, passing by Arthur Ashe Stadium. We're gonna see what the update is on this date here. Check it out. So they built this part right here. This extends out, and it looks like they're gonna connect it to that. That's what it looks like. Because this is coming out more and more. But they're making a wall right there, so I don't know about that. And then this is the parking lot. They're still working on that bad boy. And that's the update. That's the update, y'all. In case you wanted to know. For my tennis fans out there. Okay, so now the no parking sign blocks me from going on the sidewalk. Oh gosh, that hurt. Every time I hit a bump, this bike pops into a different gear. Now it's in a hard gear again. And I have to say, riding a road bike or riding a drop bar bike, it's just not comfortable. Nope. I know a bunch of people can be like, well, you got the bike set up wrong. Bro, upright is more comfortable than bent over, period. Sorry. I get it. It's what you do. Proper fit and all that. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Not that it's wrong or right or whatever. Everybody has their preferences, and my preference is not this. Not this. At all. Oh gosh. About to get run over. Always a pickup. Always a pickup. Whew. So the problem with this is that since I went to check the stadium, I didn't go out on the side that has an actual bike lane. So that's whack. So I'm gonna ride in the street. I'm gonna ride in the streets. And take this way. Oh yeah. Woo. Woo. All right. So if I went out the other side of the park, hopped in a bike lane, takes me to 111th Street. I think this is the block I come out on. Yeah, I'll come out on 111th Street, which has a bike lane down there, but it disappears up here. So these connector streets, or streets that you would connect on, are hard to come by. Whew. So you gotta play around in the traffic to get to your next bike lane. But there's probably a connector block down there where I could have made a left. If I went up 111th Street, there's probably a block down there I could make a left, then make a right onto 108, and I'll wind up over here because I'm gonna make a right here on 108. Right turn, and 108 has a bike lane, a shared bike lane. So again, this is another block where cars are supposed to stay 3 feet apart from you, but this is part of the bike route. It's a shared lane, so technically I can just ride right in the middle of the street and keep it moving. Plus you're not supposed to be speeding on this block anyway, so pretty sure shouldn't be a problem. Also helps to keep people from going fast. So there's that. Maybe that was part of the thought process. Like, if the bike riders are in the lane, especially in the school zone, it'll help keep the cars from speeding down the block. Maybe. Because this is a 25 mile an hour speed limit on this block here. So you're really not supposed to be going fast if you're driving a car. So that may be part of the thought process with this situation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take 34th Ave, take the bike lane, 34th Ave. Yeah. Well, definitely faster if I just go to Northern Boulevard and hop on the the bus lane. Those lights work pretty good. You can keep your flow going. The lights are a little more favorable. Oh gosh. No track standing for me right now. Now with this heavy bag on my back. Alright. So we'll take Northern Boulevard. Take the boulevard. Ooh. And then if I go one more block over, it takes me to another bike lane, and a freshly freshly paved bike lane. Maybe I'll take that. Let's take that. Switch it up a little bit. You guys see me do this one before, and you might have seen me do that one before, but this will be my first time doing this year. So let's do it. And as you can see, we have bike lane continuing this way. The not so bootleg bike lane. So you got enough space here where you can have your lane to yourself. And that's a good thing. So now we're going to take 32nd Ave, which has a nice hill on it. Northern Boulevard, not so hilly. Northern Boulevard is nice and flat. Actually, it goes downhill, which makes that route a little faster. But 32nd Ave has a bike lane too, and we have this climb here we got to do. Oh yeah, climbing. Getting my climb on. Here we go. I got it on the easy gear too. Cheating. Okay. But the rest of it is downhill, which is a good thing. Woo! Now see, I'm in a relaxed position right now, but I'm 1,000 miles away from my brakes. That's not fun. Any type of abrupt thing that happens, somebody wants to go through the stop sign, cut out, walk out. Morning. If you're gonna stare me down, just say hello. Don't just be staring me down. Say hello. But yeah. So if anything was to happen, I'm too far away from my brakes to do anything about it. Now you can't see this on this camera, but it's a nice view of the city way in the backdrop. The other good thing about this lane is that not a lot of lights on this lane, on this block I mean. Not a lot of lights. A bunch of stop signs, no lights though. Which is it's a good thing. Don't go, he's gonna go. You gonna go? I'm gonna go. I know he should have went, but it's alright. That's why I got my hands on my brakes. Just in case. Alright. Now we are just coasting right now. We're making moves, party people. Now the one thing about going Northern Boulevard is you have a light, so you have a better, more confidence going through intersections. Stop signs, not so confident. Gotta be on your P's and Q's. I mean, you gotta be on your P's and Q's even if there's a light, but you know what I mean though. You know what I mean. Definitely gotta pay attention when you got stop signs. See my hands where they're at? Can't stop. Nothing to help me stop. By the time I get there, it's a wrap. It's a wrap-a-roni. That little bit of time right there, it's a wrap. And then up here, I gotta make adjust the brake, so when I do this, it actually does something. I gotta pull in a lot more in order for it to make me stop. So here, that gives you a little better access than doing that. And then my gear just changes, pops into another gear. Woo! Alright, so we are coasting. So now we have lights on this part of the block. But we've been coasting, we haven't really stopped yet. That's the name of the game. And I think this has a delayed green, so we'll be alright with that. So we're just behind the lights. Oh man, we are just behind the lights. Just made it. We ain't making the next one. And we have a little bit of a climb here. Just a little bit of a climb. Nobody coming. Coast is clear. That's a good thing. 34th Ave, a little more busy. It's a little busier than this. Nobody coming. Keep it moving. It's a nice block though, truthfully. I like this block. But yeah, it's not so busy on this block. Woo. All right, so now we're going through the next cycle of lights. So now they're starting to all turn green. Progressively turning green. And hopefully this will take me all the way to Broadway if I can keep up with them. If I can keep up with the light changing. Unless they have one of those random lights that changes in the middle. This one's already changing though. Already getting the signal for a light change. So if I speed up a little something, maybe I can be in pocket. Oh, one. That was the one that changed. And then you got this one here. But you should have a delayed green. Delayed green, baby. They changed pretty fast. Now on Northern Boulevard, they don't change as fast. You can get like way down the block before they change. Whew. But this is a nice downhill run right here. But you gotta catch the lights and be on point with the lights. So you can really just coast down this block without having to worry about oncoming traffic. Now some people, you'll see videos of some of the road guys, other cyclists, just blasting through the blocks. No cares in the world. On a fixed gear. Yeah, I ain't taking those chances. I'd rather take my chances on a 30-foot jump than ride a fixed gear bike through the city and just go through lights and stop signs and almost get hit a bunch of times. I ain't doing all that. That's not fun to me. It's fun to watch though. Definitely fun to watch. But yeah, that's not me. This guy's gonna turn. He wasn't paying attention at all. At all. Yeah. Woo. All right, y'all. So, man, it is a beautiful day. Gee whiz. Oh, a great day for riding. Okay. So the lights are going red again, and we'll keep going. We had enough time to make that one, but you gotta do it carefully. Gotta make it to work. Alright, this is two-way traffic. But we got it. The other problem is I have it on a hard gear, so it's like I can't get my sprint on the way I'd like to. Plus I'm in this position. It's just don't like it. But I do love how smooth these tires are on the road. Tires are real smooth on the road. Real nice. We're going underneath the Grand Central Parkway. heading towards the airport or Manhattan, depending on which way you go. Got a nice little climb here. A nice little climb. I'll keep it on a hard gear. And just crank up. Woo. Woo. Come on, baby. Let's go. Yeah. That was a nice little climb. Whew. Yeah, so Northern Boulevard is the faster way because the lights go with you and not as hilly. So those are the two things that Northern Boulevard got going for it. This block is nice because not as busy with cross traffic at this time. 34th Ave is a little more busy. It does have a bike lane. More busy, more cross traffic, pedestrian traffic, dogs, things like that. This one's a little more chill in a way than taking 34th Ave. This way is slightly longer because it's a little less direct than the other two blocks. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, let me see. See if I can gauge this real quick. I would say, yeah, well, this way is definitely a little longer because you have to go past Northern Boulevard, which is the most direct route to take. And if you turn 34th Ave, you're already turning already in the direction you want to go. So yeah, this way takes a little bit longer, just a little bit. Connecting back onto Northern Boulevard from here isn't too far though, so that's cool. Can't be mad at that. So now we're on Northern Boulevard, about to hit the bike lane. Now we're heading to Queens Boulevard, Queens Bridge. About to go get it poppin'. Get it poppin'. Whew. Alright. It's a nice little intersection right here. Intersection. I'm more, I ride this bike a little more cautiously than I do my BMX bikes. That's for sure, for sure. Definitely don't want to ride too reckless on this. Not me, at least. Don't want to ride too reckless on this bike until I get it set up in a better way for me, where I feel more comfortable, so I can do a little more technical riding. Yeah. So far my mount's holding up. I got two mounts on right now for some extra support. Plus I'm not jumping around. All I gotta do is hit a good bump though. And it might be problems, son, with the camera mount. So far it's doing good. Now this part here you can just coast down. The lights look like they're going my way too. So if I keep this pace up, I might be able to have a nice clean run until I get to, what is that? What's the name of that block? That's Stewart Avenue. What's that? I forgot the name of that block. Anyways, there's one, was it 4 lights down? That block has a odd light. It's red now, so hopefully it'll turn green for me. Steinway. That block just turned green. I usually always catch that light, but we are in pocket right now. Hopefully this guy doesn't jump the light. Nice. But we are in pocket. Let's see how far we get before light changes. Woo. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. Bump. Come on, baby. Let's go, let's go. Uh-oh, the bus is stopping. Bumps. Lots of bumps. Let's go. We out, son. Now, of course, I'm working my legs out crazy. Before I get to this bridge, I'm gonna suffer for that. But that's all right. We having some fun. Woo. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Woo. Oh gosh. I think that bump might have did a little something to my camera placement. I'm gonna have to check on that when I stop. I'm pretty sure it moved off that bump. Woo. Let's go. Come on, light, don't change me yet. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Made it all the way to 40th Street. 40th Road, actually. Oh yeah, that bad boy moved. That bad boy moved. Such a terrible mount. I just easily moved that. Okay. Well, let's keep it going. Oh boy. Oh. Had on a nice hard gear. A real nice hard gear. Alright. So we are getting closer to the bridge where I will be suffering. I will be suffering going over the bridge. Who's still with me? Who is still with me on this journey riding the drop bar? Let me know in the comments if you're still with me riding along, if you're on your stationary bike riding with me, if you're just watching, have it on the background, making some breakfast, getting amped for the day, getting amped to go on the ride. And while I'm at it, I like to repeat that this bike was $288, right? Yeah, I think this one's $288. It's a whole lot of bike for $288, y'all. Regardless of what I may feel about drop bar bikes and stuff like that, it's a whole lot of bike for $288. You definitely get your money's worth with these bikes right here. Just a little bit of TLC. If the derailleur is not 100% like mine is, minor adjustment like putting a shorter stem on your bike. I'm 5'11", but the stem felt too long for me. So, something to keep in mind. But the small might be too small, who knows? I want to get a small to try it out, but hard to find them bad boys. But if I find a small, I will definitely get one and do some review on that and see if I can get busy. I will get a flat bar one though. This is all the drop bar action I need in my life. I don't need no more drop bar action in my life. But yeah, so yeah, this is definitely way more than enough bike. If you're just a casual rider and you just want to just chill out and have a road bike to ride around, but something that can, you know, go through all different type of terrain. So you don't have to worry about, you know, avoiding certain places. You can enjoy, you can have more fun on your bike. One thing about wearing a helmet is, especially when it's warm out, is you start to sweat a lot more than you would if you had a hat on. But Having a sweaty head is better than having brain damage. Messing up. Alright, so I got it on a slightly easier gear. I'm gonna take my time going up this hill, this bridge. Try and pace myself. Get my pace on. And that's it. I was getting busy earlier. So I'm probably gonna be a little bit on the tired side. So I got it on a really easy gear. I should put it on a harder gear. But my first day back. My first day back doing a long ride after my injury. I guess we'll keep it moving. I'm gonna ride in the middle. Ride in the middle's not good, especially when there's people coming in the opposite direction. Should stay to the right. Should always stay to the right. Especially with the e-bikes flying back and forth. Whew. So this gear makes it easy for me to climb. Well, the good thing is, luckily for me, I'm not starting from scratch. But then again, I'm not riding my regular bikes. But climbing the bridge feels kind of easy today. But I'm pretty sure it's because of the gear I got. It's like the perfect climbing gear ratio. Not too easy, not too hard. But it's not over yet. It always feels kind of easy doing the first leg. Once you get to the halfway point, that's where things get funky. And this is the halfway point. And things are getting funky. Try and keep my pace. Hang on for dear life. Come on. Whew. See, sitting like this relieves. It's a relief sitting up as opposed to being here on the climb. This is way better like this. I'm sitting down the whole way, so this gear ratio is dumb easy in comparison to some other bikes. I'd like to stand up, but got this heavy bag on my back. So, yeah. Oh, I made it to the hard part, but it still is a gradual climb from here. It gets flat and it kind of goes up a little bit. And after we get past this part here, it starts to go down more. But you're like so beat up from climbing that you're like, come on, I need to go downhill. Whew. Oh yeah, that's good. Put in a harder gear now as we start our descent down the hill. So I can pick up the pace a little bit. Recuperating already, recovering from that ride up. So now I'm able to turn it up, going down. Now, the gear is harder, but I'm going downhill, so I'm not putting as much effort in to going fast. I'm just chilling. So this is not doing anything to my legs. Normally I would like to sprint, but since this is my first day, I got this heavy bag and I'm on this bike. I'll chill. I'll chill out. Got e-bike Ed over here representing on the e-bike. Let's go, let's go. He's not about that life, he's slowing down. Slowing down. And the cologne is put on a little too heavy. I can smell it from all the way back here. Too much cologne, son. Too much cologne, son. Alright. So now we're gonna go. Ooh, yeah. We gotta turn that gear down a little something. Alright, so we are in the city. 60th Street, East 60th Street. About to cut across 2nd Avenue. Say what? Normal thing. The usual. Now I'm gonna risk my safety. Checking the time. It's 10:27. I need to be to my destination at 11 o'clock. More than enough time. Pardon, people. I can even grab some breakfast. Oh, he's moving on. He's moving on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. No cars coming. Let's go. Nowhere to go except on the sidewalk, apparently. There we go. Now we got some room down here. Right down here now. Now we are Gucci. I gotta check on my camera. It has moved again. But if it stays in that position, I'll be alright. We're gonna cut in and hopefully we don't die. See, a helmet wouldn't have protected my legs from getting crushed by the car. Alright. Definitely not the optimal position to be in for this type of activity. He's about to make it right. We'll go around. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Cutting in. Don't make a right, Suburban. What do you think? Is it make a right? And you go straight. Nice. Nice. Anticipate these moves, y'all. So you get caught out there. Don't want to get caught out there, especially like this. Nah. Oh gosh. Now with a heavy book bag on my back, this position is terrible. Makes my shoulders hurt. More than it would if I just sat upright. This bag is heavy, and this position, along with this bag, not fun. Not fun.
Not this September.
Well, I don't have enough time to go through the park. Nope. Not enough time to go through the park. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. So, it's crazy Al Kane. Another nice ride to the city from Queens on a beautiful day. This is probably the best day of the year so far. And hope you guys enjoyed this ride. I had a good time on the drop bar. Not my ideal choice, but I'm definitely gonna do some more videos on the drop bar, and I'll have some more fun. Do a couple of upgrades on here and make it a little better for me. And of course, I'm gonna get the flat bar running again. Still messed up from that crash I had in the winter. But I'm gonna get that together, hook that up, probably make it into a single speed though, and do it like that. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this episode. Check out the other episodes. You should see them come up sooner or later on here on the screen. And I'm out, all right? Back to you, Billy.